Hello, this is Jerry Friedman, Senior Fitness Trainer for Kev's Gym. Today, we're going to do a strength cardio seated workout. It's a lot of fun. You'll get a little bit of a sweat going, plus you'll get that strength and cardio workout. We're gonna start out with a warm-up. We're gonna make shoulder circles. So for some of these exercises, we'll be sitting completely straight back, and some of them will be sitting at the edge of our seat, if it's possible. If it's not, any way you sit is fine. So we're gonna start out, I'm a little about halfway. I'm gonna roll my shoulders forward. I usually do about 5 aside, frontwards, and then 5 back. This kind of gets you going, gets the blood flowing. Okay, and now we're gonna touch our knees for our second warm-up. We're gonna touch our knees and then bring our hands out so it looks like this. Touch our knees, hands and legs out. It's kind of like sitting jumping jacks. Hands come out, legs come out, and we're coming up. And I usually do, let's try for 10 of these. And 10. So just a moment pause, just to go over breathing. When you're breathing and you do a difficult movement in your body, whether it be in an exercise program like this, or it's in your activities of your daily life, when something's hard, you want to exhale. So it looks like this. So as I'm doing this, the movement is this. Just sort of a good way to sync your body, and I happen to believe that as you're able to sync your breath with a movement, it's a stronger movement. So it's really a good thing to do. We're not going to get lost in trying to be perfect, but trying to exhale when something is hard is the main point of this. Okay, so now we're going to do punch across the body with our legs coming out. So I'm going to punch across with my right hand, and my leg's going to come out. 1, 1. So opposite, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4. We're gonna do 10, 5, 5, 6, 6, 7, 7, 8, 8, 9, 9, 10, 10. Catching my breath. My heart's definitely up a little bit, so that's good. So now we're going to do a side crunch for your abdominals, your core. So we're going to kind of sit up on the edge, and we're going to go to the side and come up. Go to the side. You could raise your arms. Trying to breathe to the side. And I feel it in my stomach as I'm stretching. I feel the movement in my core tightening each time. Now we're going to switch. That arm comes out and we're crunching in. I like to do 10 on each side. 6, crunch. 7, crunch. 8, 9, 10. Okay. Catch your breath. We usually take maybe 5-10 seconds between these exercises. So this is just a chance to feel what you're feeling and go from there. So now we're going to reach out and kick forward fast. So it's simply, you could lean back in your chairs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going fast. 7, 8, 9, 10. For those of you who like to be on the side, just to get a little more movement, same thing. You get the idea. All right. My heart's definitely up as I look at my Fitbit, and it's telling me what's going on. Now comes the weight portion, the dumbbell portion of our workout. So I happen to have two 5-pound dumbbells underneath my chair, and that's where you should keep them too so they don't get in the way. And the first thing we're going to do, I've got the dumbbells right like this. They're on my knees. I'm gonna hang them at the side. I'm gonna bend forward, just like this, bending at the waist. And I'm gonna come up, and these are, I call it a back press or a back squeeze. Exhaling on the way up. Good. That was 10. Catch your breath. See how that feels. If you don't have weights, you could use water bottles, you could do anything to give a little bit of resistance to the movements. Okay. Now we're going to do an incline chest press, which simply means if you can move forward a little bit, if not, it'll be a regular chest press. But if you could just lean back, so now I'm on an incline, I take the weights and I'm sitting back like this, and I'm definitely on an angle, thus the incline, and I'm coming up. 1. I'm gonna do 10. Good. Okay, catching my breath, just resting the weights for a second. Taking a big cleansing breath. Okay, now I'm going to work on our shoulders. Now in this case, you can lean all the way back, and we're gonna pick up the weights and bring them right at our side like this. And we're gonna go straight up. 1, 2, and when you come down to about your elbow is equal to your chest. 3, I'm always conscious of my breath. Breathing on the hard part. There we go. I feel that in my shoulders. This is 5 pounds. This is definitely something you'll feel as well. All right, we're catching our breath for a second, taking a little bit of a time out. It feels good to be moving. It feels good to do any sort of movement. Standing, sitting, this feels good. All right, next we're gonna do a fly. It's called a chest fly. So I'm just simply going to take the weights and I'm gonna come out. 1, we're flying to the side. 2, so my elbows are sort of staying near my body and I'm raising it. So you might feel your biceps, but you're also feeling the movement. I feel it on my chest. If I lean forward, I can go like this, working the chest as well. So if you want to lean forward and do it this way, this is great, you're working the chest. And if you're seated all the way back, this works too. We're usually shooting anywhere from 6 to 10. Good. Okay. Put the weights on your lap for a second. Just kind of shake things out. You're in the middle of your workout. It's good to kind of get the blood circulating. All right. Now we're going to do a tricep exercise. And for this, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take one of the weights and I'll put the other one down. And I'm going to hold it above my head, arms straight, going back. So I'm simply coming up and down behind my head. And the muscle that I'm working is the triceps right in here. 2-handed tricep. And I always like to do somewhere between 6 and 10, depending how you feel. Keep up with me if you can, and if you can't, just find your own rhythm. Definitely feel that in my triceps, that's good. Okay, I'm gonna grab, make sure that's stored away safely. Now we're gonna do something that's called the wood chop. We're gonna go 10 on each side. So literally think of chopping wood, okay? So I've got this coming from the up and down, chopping, up and down, swinging up and down. Good, I feel that. I feel that in my side core, side ribs. It's good. Now we're gonna go the other side. Starting at the side, going up. Excellent. Putting the weights down, slowly letting myself relax a little bit. We're near the end of our workout. So we're going to do a few stretches to go along with our cardio and our weights. So first thing I'm going to do is sort of like a self-hug. We're going to extend our arms, and then let's come in and hug ourselves. Extend your arms and bring the other arm on top of the other one. 2. Really stretching. Now, if possible, move your legs with it. As you come out, the whole body is stretching out and giving yourself a hug. And if you're leaning forward, 9 and 10. Catch your breath. Take a few cleansing breaths again. Excellent. Now, as we sort of come down from the exercise that we've just done, I want to do something they call in yoga called savasana. And savasana simply means to get quiet, relaxation. It's usually at the end of a yoga session, and we do that right now here too. So sit comfortably in your chair. Your hands could be folded or simply on your lap. Take a few cleansing breaths, if you can, into the nose, out through the mouth, into the nose, out through the mouth. Now get comfortable and just get quiet. 30 seconds to a minute. Just get quiet. Listen to the sounds around you. And it doesn't interfere with your quiet. My eyes are closed. I can hear the hum of the machinery in the gym that I'm at right now. I can hear some people's voices down on the tennis courts. And maybe you're sitting where you are, you hear your neighbor breathing, you hear some sounds of another room. But this is where we get quiet. And I'm going to stop talking for a minute just to experience that sort of exquisite quiet. That about wraps it up for today. Thank you all so much for being here today. It was my pleasure. Hopefully you've got your heart up a little bit, got some strength exercises as well, and it was a good session. I wish you all well. Thank you.